Crossing the border into Mexico was thankfully uneventful. All our paperwork was in order, so we made a beeline down the Baja Peninsula to our first stop, San Felipe. The kids were slightly unsettled by the change of scene, describing the environment as hot, broken and dirty, but a dip in the ocean soon helped acclimatise their mood. We took a drive to the Garden of the Giants, where enormous cacti towered above us. The arid desert landscape was really something different for us. The roads on Baja were narrow with no safety shoulders and often with massive potholes, giving the travel trailer a good shake-up. But it was our first attempt at freedom camping that proved to be the biggest test for our rig. We couldn't quite make it round the tight sandy bend. Thankfully, some kind folks lent us a shovel so Ben could quickly do a bit of landscaping to widen the path.
Scorpion! Tiny, teeny!
Half an hour later, we were free to drive the final 100 metres to the intended beach camping spot. But when we got there, what appeared to be solid sand soon turned out to be quicksand. Thought we were sorted, but no, they're not spinning. And each attempt to get free sunk our caravan deeper in on a super awkward lean. It was looking like we might have to spend the night like that, but with some typical Benny optimism and perseverance, we eventually got unstuck. What a relief. How was that, mate?
A bit stressy. Got there in the end. Yeah.
Next morning, all was well with the world again as we woke up and found ourselves camping alone in paradise. The beach was covered in really awesome shells and the kids didn't take long to start collecting and crafting. We stayed there a few days, homeschooling and working in the mornings and playing in the surf every afternoon. On the way to our next destination, we stopped at a little town that was like an oasis in the desert. San Ignacio had a quaint old church to explore. Then we were back on the road to our next slice of paradise, Playa El Requesón. A thin strip of sand, solid this time, bordered by crystal clear water on either side. It was so cool being able to just stumble out of the caravan and fall straight into that warm, shallow water. We got to know a really cool French family camping next to us who happened to be on a very similar journey. The kids got on really well despite limited words. The language of play seems to be universal. The drone got a good workout at this place and provided some pretty spectacular footage, including of the sea creatures below. This spot turned out to be one of our very favourite camping spots of the entire trip. We could have stayed for weeks, but of course there was much more exploring to be had.